What is up, Roughnecks? This is Pwnsaurus Rex, and today we are going to be building the human team. The human team consists of 2 catchers, 2 blitzers, 6 linemen with 3 different models, and then we also have a thrower. Okay, so we've already built 6, the first 6, and then we're going to build the second 6, which come on the sprues. The numbers are on the edge of the sprues. In the manual it shows us the numbers we need for each unit. So say this catcher needs 4, 5, and 6, and then it makes the catcher. We're going to need a X-Acto knife, side cutters, plastic glue, and of course the bases. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the steps of making the first model, which will be the catcher, and then I will time-lapse the remaining figures, and then in the end we will discuss when we've made all 6. The first 6 took me about, I'm going to say, 28 minutes to make, so let's see how long it takes me to make these ones. Alright, let's get going. So to make the catcher we need 4, 5, and 6. So right here is 4, 5, and 6. So let's cut those out. You take the flat side and you put it against the model and you cut. Make sure to read the instructions in the book if you've never done this before. And safety first. Make sure not to pinch your finger or anything like that. Through my working with the human models, I found them to be a little bit more difficult to do than the orcs. Because the head just sort of floats in the body, and then you have to like mush 2 pieces together while the head can fall out. It was kind of, it took a little bit of practice, and that's fine. The glue was also a little tricky, and I only had an issue with one piece, and it happened to be the only piece that I didn't put together before I glued. So like every piece I had tried to put together, had it together, took it apart, and then glued it. Except this one, which happened to be the thrower of the first set, and that it threw me off because the peg, which is this piece that's in the armor piece, this piece right here, was bigger than the hole it was supposed to go into. Now if you watch some of the other miniature makers, they tell you to cut these pegs off and just use glue. I like the peg, it holds it well, it glues. So I use them, but you gotta make sure that it's gonna fit in the hole. So I like to trim the edges just a hair. Okay. Now remember, when using an X-Acto knife, if you've never used one before, do not just watch me and try to emulate what I do. Make sure to go and learn how to use an X-Acto knife. It looks easier than it is, and it is very, very sharp and can cut you very, very easily. So make sure to learn how to use one prior to using one. Do not go by the way it looks like I'm using it, because even though it may look like I'm cutting towards my finger or anything like that, I am maintaining 100% control of this X-Acto knife at all times. Alright, here we go. So we have the pieces, they're trimmed, we got the mold lines off. Now that we've got the mold lines and the sprue slots off, I set the head in. The head sets in some of the models it sets right in, like it sits right in there, it won't fall out. Some it does not. So then once you have it in there, you take some glue and I run it along the edge. Let me try to, there we go. Running along the edge, the neck, the edges, the waist, and then I put a little bit around that hole where that piece will go in. Now what you do is you mash this on there, you line it up, and then you push it in. It should go right in. Hold it. And then you can toss it right in the base. Oh, backwards. There we go. There we are. Boom. Catcher done. Time to work on the blitzer. Blitzers 1, 2, and 3. But now we'll be going into time lapse, guys. I will see you on the other side. There you have it, Roughnecks. That is the Reichland Reavers, the human team, done, completed, all glued up and molded, mold lined. They are ready to be primed, and that is how you get it done. Like, you just do it. Right on the bases, all ready to go. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to take a second and subscribe. That took me about 22 minutes with the opening discussion to complete those, the last 6. So you can definitely do the entire team in under an hour, which is awesome. You know, check out the Patreon page, check out the merch store. You can talk to me on Discord or Twitter, and you can talk to me the quickest in the comments below. But if I don't see you in the comments below, I'll see you in the next video.